What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Jacob Daniel back at it again here at the Speed Coast Podcast. Now, before I get into Bengals preseason action, I just wanted to make an announcement. We're going to have a Speed Kills Podcast listener/subscriber league. It's going to be a 14-team PPR league. Put your emails down in the comments if you want to join. All right, let's get into it. So the Bengals started their preseason out with a game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last night. Our main man, Joe Mixon, had a phenomenal game. He had 6 carries for 31 yards, averaged 5.2 yards per carry. He had 1 reception for 11 yards. He was mostly with the second team, but he got some first team reps in there. He had a phenomenal game. He did well blocking. He on the play where Andy Dalton threw that interception, he picked up a guy that rushed and did phenomenal in blocking. Our first team offense drove down the field. I think it was 12 plays for 70 yards, but the only disappointing thing about that is it ended with an interception. Andy Dalton was targeting Brandon LaFell, and Vernon Hargreaves of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers intercepted it. Our first team offensive line looked well, but you could tell that Andy Dalton was getting the ball off really fast and really quick. Good, and that was really good for him, and it made our offensive line look good, and they could hold their own. All right, other main stories. Josh Malone looked really well. He caught a touchdown pass and had another catch. Erik Ekeler had 3 catches for 50 yards. He did well. He started off that. Another big story that in the Bengals offseason is who was going to return kicks. He started out last night returning the kickoffs. He did well. I don't think he got to return one, but as a backup receiver, he did well. He's just trying to make the roster because we do have a lot of receivers, and he's trying to make the 53-man roster. He may get put on the practice squad. Another main thing that happened last night, Cody Core hurt his ankle. In the post-game interviews, they saw him having crutches around with ice wrapped around his ankles. The Bengals are probably just taking precautions with Cody Core and hoping that his ankle will heal. He had 1 catch for 17 yards. Jordan Willis, our third-round pick from Kansas State, had a sack last night. That was one of our highlights to see our rookie get a sack. We had an interception. And one of the main stories that happened last night was the kickers. The kickers were probably the main people last night. They got most of our points besides Jeff Driscoll's rushing touchdown and passing touchdown. Randy Bullock and our fifth round pick, Jake Elliott, were taking turns kicking field goals and kicking extra points, and they both didn't miss one. That's going to be a heated battle and one to really look out after. Just in the past, from our kickers missing field goals and everything, it was so good to see that the kicker position, whether it's Randy Bullock or Jake Elliott, being locked down and them not missing a kick. That was real nice to see in a preseason opener, even though it's preseason. We ended up winning the game 23-12. Jeff Driscoll and Ekerson had a really good game. They basically stole the show. I think the kickers stole the show as well. Joe Mixon showed out. We got to see Josh Malone. We did not get to see Giovanni Bernard or John Ross. Gio still in the healing process of his ACL, even though that he's been able to practice. John Ross still healing from his shoulder surgery. But I like what I saw from the Bengals in our first preseason opener. The offensive line held well. The kickers did really well. Besides Andy Dalton's interception, that drive was really good. Jeremy Hill looked better than he did last year. But that's about it. That's all I have for you guys. If you want to join the listener/subscriber league, leave your emails down below. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. More content coming soon. All right. My name's Jacob Daniel. Peace.